Here's a number that trips almost everyone up. Average retirement income. You hear it everywhere, but it's the wrong number to compare yourself to. The number that actually matters is called the median. Once you know it, you'll know exactly where you stand. No guessing, no comparing yourself to strangers, no lottery winners messing up the math. In this video, I'm giving you 3 real levels of retirement income: the floor, the middle, and the top. Stick around because by the end, you'll know exactly which one is closest to you. I'm Heather. I'm not a financial advisor, and I'm not here to sell you anything. I just dig through real government numbers, Social Security, census data, pension rules, and explain them in plain English. No spreadsheets, no jargon, just the real numbers explained simply so you actually know where you stand. Here's the problem. The word average gets thrown around a lot, and it's misleading. One person with a huge income can pull the whole average way up, even if almost nobody else makes that much. That's not made up. That's just how averages work. The real number to compare yourself to is called the median. It just means the middle. Half of people make more, half make less. By the end of this video, you'll know the real median retirement income and 2 other important levels around it. Here's what we're covering in plain, simple terms. First, the real average Social Security check people get, not the number you hear tossed around on the news. Second, the lowest level, the actual floor most retirees never fall below. Third, the middle level, the real median, where half of retirees are above and half are below. Fourth, the top level, what the highest earning retirees actually bring in every month. And last, exactly where to check your own number today, completely for free. Let's get into it. Let's start simple. Right now, in 2026, the average Social Security check is $2,071 a month for one person. That's just Social Security though. Most people also have something else added on top: a pension, some savings, maybe a part-time job. Level 1, the floor. This is the lowest amount the government says a single senior needs just to get by. In 2026, that number is $1,330 a month. If you're living mostly on Social Security alone, you're probably somewhere close to this floor. And here's why that matters. About half of all retirees get half or more of their total money from Social Security alone. About 1 in every 7 retirees get almost all of their money from it, 90% or more. So this floor isn't rare. It's real life for a lot of people. Level 2, the middle. This is the median. Remember, that just means the exact middle point. Half of retired households make more than this, half make less. That number, based on real 2024 government data, is $56,680 a year. Divide that by 12, and you get about $4,700 a month. This is the number most retirees are actually living around, not some huge 6-figure amount you hear about online. Level 3, the top. The highest earning 10% of retired households bring in more than $188,000 a year. That's over $15,000 a month. That's the group pulling the average way higher than what most people actually see in real life. So why does this matter? Picture 10 kids on a playground. 9 of them have a normal amount of allowance. One kid's parents just handed him a giant pile of cash. Average all 10 kids' allowance together, and it looks like everyone's rich. But 9 of those 10 kids aren't rich at all. That's exactly what happens with the word average when it comes to money. When someone says the average retiree makes way more than you, they're usually mixing the floor, the middle, and the top all together into one number. That number doesn't really describe anyone. Knowing which level you're closest to tells you a lot more than any average ever will. Average gets pulled up by a few people at the very top. Median doesn't. That's the number worth paying attention to. Let's make this real with 2 quick examples. Picture someone who worked for the federal government for about 30 years. Their Social Security check is close to that $2,071 average. Add a pension on top. A federal pension for a career like that often runs somewhere around $2,100 to $2,700 a month. Add a small monthly withdrawal from savings, maybe $500 or so. Add it all up, and this person lands close to $4,700 a month, right at that middle level we just talked about. The other individual with no pension at all, just Social Security and whatever they've managed to save on their own. Same $2,071 Social Security check. No pension to add on top of it. Maybe a couple $100s a month from savings, if there's any savings at all. Their total might land closer to $2,300 to $2,800 a month, well below that middle level. Same Social Security check both times. Very different result. The difference isn't luck. It's whether a pension or real savings was ever part of the picture. Now, one big exception. If you worked for a state or local government that didn't pay into Social Security, this covers a lot of teachers and some nurses at public hospitals. Two old rules used to shrink or completely wipe out your Social Security check. They were called the windfall elimination provision and the government pension offset. That's over now. A law called the Social Security Fairness Act was signed on January 5th, 2025. It fully canceled both of those rules, going all the way back to January 2024. So if this is you, your real number today is probably higher than it was 2 years ago. One more thing that changes everything: where you live and whether your home is paid off. $4,700 a month goes a lot further in a small town than it does in an expensive city. Same number on paper, very different life behind it. So how do you find your real number instead of just guessing? 5 simple steps, and none of them cost a thing. 1. Go to ssa.gov and log into your account. This gives you your real Social Security number, not a guess. 2. If you have any kind of pension, call your pension office directly and ask for your official estimate. 3. If you have savings in something like a TSP, 401k, or IRA, check the balance and estimate pulling out about 4% a year. That's a safe, realistic monthly number. 4. Add all 3 together: Social Security, pension, savings. That total is your real number, not somebody else's average. 5. Compare that number to the 3 levels in this video and check if your state gives seniors a break on property taxes. It won't change your check, but it can change how far that check actually goes. Every step here is free and takes just a few minutes to do. I'm not telling you what to do with your money. I'm just showing you the real numbers straight from government data, not guesswork. But here's the honest truth. Not knowing your real number means you're guessing your whole retirement based on a feeling, not a fact. And that's a hard way to feel secure about anything. I'm not a financial advisor. I just read the actual rules so you don't have to spend your whole weekend doing it yourself. If this helped you see exactly where you really stand, hit subscribe. There's a new video like this every single week, breaking down a different part of the system in plain, simple English.